The title of my module is Minimally Invasive Extraction Techniques with Implant Placement in Mind. The focus of it is finding ways of removing residual roots, teeth, particularly in the aesthetic zone, in a minimally invasive fashion, and allowing the surgeon and the restorative team options in the restorative phase, deciding whether to pursue immediate implants or bridge preservation for future treatment. It all begins with as minimally traumatic a removal of the failed tooth as possible. This is something that I've been lecturing on for several years, and I lectured at one of the ITI congresses in the US in 2007 on minimally invasive extraction techniques. As a periodontist, we are very focused on millimeters, to be quite honest, and any advantage that we can gain, particularly in the aesthetic zone, is an advantage that we wish to take advantage of. So I've been exploring minimally invasive extraction techniques for quite a long time and have gathered up quite a drawer full of different materials and instruments, all with that aim in mind. Before we can start placing implants, the tooth must fail, and we must remove it. And the course of removing the tooth has evolved so much from when we first began with our basic oral surgery principles. Nowadays, we really want to try to create as minimal amount of trauma to the alveolus as possible. And we wish to keep all of our options open and give our patients the best result possible. So focusing on the details of the extraction process and the details of what occurs once the tooth is removed is the basic first step before we can proceed with the fixture placement. The specific learning objectives of my module are to first discuss different reasons why a tooth may need to be removed. Also, what occurs after the tooth is extracted, what the healing processes are of the alveolar socket once a tooth is removed. Then to explore some of these minimally invasive extraction techniques that we have been discussing, and finally to touch on ridge preservation procedures after the tooth is removed. My hope is that the person who is taking the module will be able to take some of these concepts and this knowledge into the treatment arena, into their own clinical practice, and be able to apply these concepts with each and every patient as they come in through the practice, as they are embarking in a transition from teeth to dental implants. All of these steps, I believe, are critical in the process of implant dentistry, and the concepts are ones that can be applied easily, readily, and with great success in your practice.